join in with the Fremont High School song. And now the official will sing.
Cheerleader is a song.
Cheerleaders, lead us in the Fremont School song. That wasn't a joke.
This is a tradition. You can't clap on video. No, that is the tradition. It's not clapping. I guess speaking of low numbers, it's not a lot of cheerleaders this year. I think he might start talking, so I'm not sure.
Hello and welcome to Fremont High School in the Cave. The 22-23 season is now beginning. And welcome for tonight's Varsity Girls basketball matchup between the Adams Central Flying Jets and your Fremont Lady Eagles. We would like to remind you that Fremont High School and all of its facilities are smoke-free environments, so please, no smoking. The concession stand is located on the second level up behind the home bleachers, while bathrooms can be found on the ground and second level northwest corners. In the spirit of sportsmanship, we ask that all fans act responsibly and courteously to those around you. Abusive language or disorderly conduct is unacceptable and not welcome at IHSAA events. Let's support the student athletes, coaches, officials, and your fellow fans the respect they deserve. Your cooperation is appreciated, and please enjoy the game. Tonight's national anthem will be performed by the Fremont High School Choir Director, Betsy Fowler. I now ask that all rise, and gentlemen, please remove your caps as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleam, through sunshine and bright stars, through the perilous fight, for the rampart
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the beautiful campus of Fremont High School and the steel cage, as we have christened this gym, as we prepare for the opening home game of the 2022 campaign for the Fremont Lady Eagles as they take on the Adams Central Flying Jets. We're going through starting lineups now as we prepare to play this game. Both teams coming in on the lower side of things. Only 2 games played so far for both teams, but both ending in a loss for both. Both teams definitely going to be looking for a win tonight, get on the successful side of things. We'll see which team has a bit more grit and motivation to get this one tonight.
And now, let's meet the Fremont Lady Eagles. Number 2, a junior, Mackenzie Parman.
Starting for the Eagles, we'll have junior Mackenzie Parnan, sophomore Addie Parr,
14,
senior Natalie Gokenauer, junior number 20 Chloe Hilvers, and lastly sophomore Riley Getz. First time in a while getting some energy back in the steel cage. Let's see if we can start off this home campaign right. Got a few rows deep of student section on this occasion. Shown out in white out tonight. Jumping center for both teams, we'll have Riley Getz for the Eagles. And can't see the number from this angle for the Jets. It appears to be number 20, Grace Fisher. The trio of officials are ready. And away we go from the steel cage. Tip is slapped up in the air. Fremont comes down with it. Addie Parr handling it. She gets it over to Parnan. Let's see what offense Eagles set up on the first possession of the game. Let's see what we'll go with. Want to get inside to Getz, but way too covered. Bounced out by number 14, Athena Schwartz. Looking at the pregame stats, one thing I am sure of on this Adams Central defense is they love to get turnovers, love to get the ball back. They love to get steals. And there's one right there by number 14, Athena Schwartz. She'll bring it up. And a quick 3 off the mark, rebounded by Getz. So 2 empty possessions, one for each team, and the Eagles will bring it back into the forecourt. Over to Parr. Parr's the Eagles' most prolific scorer through 2 games. She's led them in both games with 10-plus points. Gokenauer drives baseline, goes up, and just misses. Good take, but ultimately didn't end up with anything. Adams Central will set up their offense now, a little more calmly. Gracie Garwood bringing it up. Good pass inside, and one. Good pass inside, defense over pursued, and that'll be number 20, Grace Fisher, with the board.
Foul on Getz. Her first.
That'll be Riley Getz's first foul. Garwood at the line shooting 1. Excuse me, Grace Fisher with the bucket and the rebound. Inside pass to Getz. Little errant pass to Gokenauer, misses, goes out of bounds, and the Jets will have another turn on offense. The Jets defense got 13 steals in their last game on the 8th of November versus Bishop Luers. So obviously the defense likes to get quick turnovers and get buckets off of those. Inside pass, kick out for 3, just off the rim by number 24, Gracie Garwood. Eagles pushing the pace quickly, moving up the court. A lot of outside-in offense from the Eagles. Parnan gets doubled, has to kick it back out to Hilvers at the top of the key. Parr wanted to go inside, but once again, Jets coverage is way too good. Had Parnan open on the wing, but a little bit of a nervous pass is errant, and another turnover for the Eagles, so Jets defense already making their presence known. So it'll be Schwartz bringing it up for the Jets again at the top. Quick three, just off rim again, but those height advantages for the Jets paying off as they get a rebound by number 20, Grace Fisher, but she travels after getting it. Parnan bringing it up now for the Eagles again. Hilber's on the wing, eyed the three, but decided not to. Parr on the other side, looking inside. Get some good defense by the Jets. Alexa Brotherton. Eagles just not finding a lot of openings. And another steal. This time it's Gracie Garwood, the 5'7" senior. All about defense so far. The Jets have a good pass inside and couldn't, a little too strong, but rebound is gathered up by the shooter, Garwood. Defense for both teams making itself known in this game, but the Jets have gotten the only advantage so far with a good bucket and a free throw afterwards. Foul will be on Riley Getz, her second foul already in the first quarter. And yep, they'll bring her out and substitute in Libby Curry. Give her a break, cool off a little bit. Just under 5 minutes left in the first quarter, still 3-0 with the Flying Jets in favor. Pass almost stolen by Gokenauer, but they get it in. Little floater on the way by 24. She couldn't get it, but gets her own rebound and a score. And Coach Roanhouse will call a full timeout as the Jets are now up 5-0. Public service announcement. Our next broadcast on the Fremont Eagles Network will also be Varsity Girls Basketball on Tuesday, starting at 6:30. It'll be Fort Wayne Blackhawk Christian coming to town to face the Eagles. Used to be a sectional rival, now Eagles moving up to Class 2A, so be a bit of a move for them. A lot to handle for first-year coach Shay Roanhouse coming in to coach the Lady Eagles here after Coach Sprague left the program. If you can see on the board, she is Fremont's all-time leading scorer in both programs, over 1,500 points. So she's got plenty good credentials coming in to coach a young Lady Eagle squad. We'll see what she can do with it. Eagles campaign, short campaign so far, started out with 2 away games. Early loss in the season opener at Lakewood Park, narrowly 35-33. And then their second game, also a loss on the 11th to a very good Eastside squad, 47-23, once again at Eastside. So let's see if the Eagles can turn the momentum in their first home game. Looks like the Jets are playing a tight man-to-man, and it pays off. The steal all alone. Gets the lay-in. Number 22, Alexa Brotherton. So the Eagles quickly find themselves in a hole. Got to get some buckets soon, as we are now at 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Libby kicks it out. Gokenauer drives, goes up with it, and gets bank. The bank is open in Fremont, Indiana tonight as Gokenauer gets the Eagles' first points off the bank shot in the key. Let's see if the Jets can reverse that. Back iron, but another rebound. They go for the ball, and we have a jump. Get some good aggressive defense by Gokenauer. Possession arrow will stay with the Jets. That was Gracie Garwood going in for it. Some considerable height down low for the Jets. They got number 34, Addie Baker, and number 20, Grace Fisher down low. Some decent ball handling out top for them, too. Inside pass, number 34. Kick out, though. Open three. Off the back iron. And they will call the ball off of number 22, Alexa Brotherton. Now Hilver's bringing it up now, as opposed to Parnan. Parnan subbed out. Tipped pass, but still gets to Parr's hands. Cross-court pass to Moss. Quick jumper. Just short up the front iron. Tries to get her own rebound, but misses. Gokenauer with the steal. And then just gives it right back. So a quick flurry of turnovers there. Driving baseline, a little bit of a bump by Gokenauer. That'll be the third foul on the Eagles. Jets have yet to have a foul yet. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. The Jets will inbound. Some subs coming in. 22, Alexa Brotherton will come out, and so will number 20, Grace Fisher. Tallest player on the team, sitting at a good 5'10", almost a turnover, but they get it in. It's number 13, Ava Stafford, a freshman, one of the subs coming in. And lose the ball out of bounds. The refs will rule that it was off of Fremont, and Adams Central will inbound once again. Number 24, Gracie Garwood calling out a play, directing some traffic. Cross-court pass on the wing. She'll drive. Gets blocked. And Jets will inbound again. Eagle defense not finding a lot of offense, but putting a little bit of pressure on this offense. Tipped away. They get it back. Open three on the wing. Takes her time. Off front iron. Gokenauer with the rebound. Gokenauer's leading the team in rebounds. So characteristically she gets it. And first foul on the Jets will be a push on number 14, Athena Schwartz.
That was on Schwartz. Her first.
Just under 3 minutes now. This first quarter moving along quite swiftly. Trying to get it in, just barely managed to. Gets to Parr, and then Parr back to Hilvers. Hilvers first year starting. Parr thought about the three, just decided not to. Goes for the jumper instead. Good shot! A little bit of a pump fake, dribble inside, crossover. Little jumper is good. So Eagles have 4 unanswered now. They cut the deficit to 3. Let's see if they can get some defense now and get some offense off their defense. Number 14, Athena Schwartz gets it over to number 40, Haley Heller. 3 is off, and Libby Curry with the rebound, the sub off the bench. Before tonight, the Flying Jets had attempted a whopping 22 threes, as there is a foul on number 14, Athena Schwartz. Her second. So let's see if she comes out. But as I was saying, a whopping 22 threes attempted by the Jets in their first 2 games. Only 3 of them were made, and all by the same person. All made by Haley Heller. So if anyone's going to have a hot hand shooting tonight, I would guess it would be her. We reach the 2-minute mark in this quarter. Sophomore Moss handling on the wing, looking for an inside pass. Gokenauer has it. Getting doubled, tries to get it out, gets it over to Parr. She'll drive baseline and dribbles it off her foot. Once again, good tight defense. This time by the freshman, Haley Heller. The 5'7" freshman. Point guard Gracie Garwood bringing it up again, the senior. 3 on the wing, gets blocked. Gokenauer saw that coming from a mile away and tipped it right into Hilvers' hands. Hilvers gets it back to Gokenauer and back to Hilvers. Now a minute and a half left. Let's see what the Eagles try to set up on offense. Once again, sticky defense by the Jets, keeping everything outside. Cross-court pass to Parr on the wing. She'll go for the 3. Just off the back iron. Trying to get the rebound. Libby Curry does. Goes up with it. Misses. Gets the rebound again. Gokenauer thought about the jumper, but gets closer. Goes the floater. And gets the bank shot and one! Good shot by Gokenauer off the bank, and once again, bank shot, and this time, a foul shot to go with it. She can tie up this game to get 7 unanswered points for the Eagles here. Let's see what she does. Shot is up, and spins out. Parr, Chris going for the rebound. Looked like maybe a jump ball, but just wasn't long enough, and the Jets will end up with it. They might try to go for last shot here. We only have 60 seconds left in this quarter. Let's see if they can get some momentum going before the quarter break, as momentum is all for Eagles right now. But they still do maintain their lead after the free throw miss by Gokenauer. 3 again. Just missed. Parr tried to go for it. Kind of got bodied. We might have a jump ball. It will be a jump, and possession error will go to Fremont this time. So the Eagles can, after scoring, get that turnover, and now are 1 score away from getting the lead in this game for the first time. Hilvers gets it back to Gokenauer, and then over to Hilvers again. inside bounce pass to Moss. Goes up on the baseline. Good take, but just misses, but gets her own rebound. And a bit of a push. Rules the judge from number 13, Ava Stafford, another freshman. Relatively young this year for the Jets. They had a lot of seniors last year. Looks like they only have one this year. A couple freshmen, lots of sophomores, a couple juniors. Similar to the Eagles, their only senior this year would be Gokenauer. Taking them all to inbound, just gets it into Gokenauer. Gets it over to Moss, out of danger. I would really guess the Eagles would go for a last shot. You will see some very aggressive reaching in there by number 13, Ava Stafford. Hilvers thought it was last touch by Stafford, but Hilvers tipped it out, and it will be Adams Central Jets ball. Coming up with 15 seconds left. This will almost certainly be a last shot kind of situation. Let's see if they go inside or attempt another three. And we have looks like a reach, probably. This will be on Hilvers, her first.
Foul was on Hilbert.
Teams are even apiece, 4 fouls now. If the Eagles do want to get a turnover and want to get something off it, they'll have to move quickly. Jets will definitely work quickly. Good take, goes up with it and gets the shot. The Eagles aren't looking to push the pace. Clock is still moving. So a little bit of momentum change for the Jets. It worked in their favor. Good take to get the layup, 9-6.
We would like to thank all Fremont High School athletes.
I would like to mention real quick, there's an idea in formation at Fremont Eagles Network Studio, if you will. We are looking at doing a pay-per-view for all indoor Fremont athletics. So we would only do 5 or 6 games for for the boys program and the girls program, our actual broadcasts. But the pay-per-view would be available via Huddle for every game. It would be recorded. There would not be any commentary, but you would have access to the game for pay-per-view each for every game. That is an idea that is in development. Follow Fremont Eagles Network on Facebook and keep in contact with the administration. More information will come out shortly. We'll see what happens. After the first quarter, it is 9-6 Jets, but Eagles staying in it. They had a late push to get up to 6 points. Jets barely pushed it to a 3-point deficit late with about 5 seconds left. Coming back onto the court will be the same 5 we had last time, it looks like. We'll have Gokenauer, Moss, Curry, Parr, and Hilvers. 42, Audrey Eisberg is in for the Jets now. I think that's a new look. Curry with the steal. So the Jets tasting some defense as well. Parr being closely guarded. Gets it out to Hilvers. Back to Parr. She'll fake the 3, dribble inside, go for the floater again. Little off balance, couldn't get it to go. Jets definitely trying to key on Parr. Must have done their scouting report. Deep 3 off the back iron, but once again a rebound by 34, Addie Baker. Another 3, high arc, and just off. And it will be out on number 34 for the Jets, Addie Baker, and the Eagles will bring it up. Like I said, lots of 3 attempts for the Jets, but just can't quite get them to go. Eagles aren't attempting a ton of shots, period. They'll dribble around, and they're getting a decent amount of turnovers by the Jets. Good inside pass to Gokenauer. She's got a lane, goes up with it. Oh, too strong. Bounces off the backboard. Good take, though. And now we'll have an unforced turnover by the Jets. The freshman Ava Stafford just couldn't quite handle the hot pass. And it will now be Hilvers inbounded to Gokenauer once again. Parr has it. Cross-court pass to Moss. Drives baseline, then has to spin it around. Dangerous pass to Gokenauer. Upon receiving the pass, she got pushed. I believe this will be on 13, the freshman, yes. Ava Stafford. Her second. So a couple individuals starting to amass some fouls here early in the game. .32. Kate Fisher will come in for 42. Audrey Eisberg. It's a good thing we have alternative uniforms because the Jets and the Eagles color schemes are very similar. Gokenauer drives in, just can't get it again. Gets her own rebound. Doing well and getting those boards for the Eagles. Not exceptionally tall, but gets after it at the boards and gets those rebounds. Parr on the wing. Looking around. Dangerous pass is intercepted by 40. Haley Hill. It looked like she might have walked with it. No call. And ball's moving around. Ooh. Some hard contact. I believe they'll call it on... It will be on the Jets. Hilvers ended up with it. Got hit to the ground pretty hard. So this will be the Jets' 6th foul. So the Eagles are close to bonus. They'll give Hilvers a break. Coming in will be Mackenzie Parnett again. Eagles haven't had their starting lineup in a while. Keeping some different combinations in there. Moss drives baseline, goes up with it off the backboard, and good take, good layup. And it's back to a 1-point deficit, 9-8 in favor of the Jets, with just under 6 minutes left. Some decent basketball going on by both teams. Good drive off the baseline, off the bank is no good, but another rebound. This time by Addie Baker, the 5'9" sophomore. There will be a foul, shooting foul, I think. No, it will be on the floor. Gokenauer's 2nd foul, something to keep an eye on. Lob pass inside, kicks it back out to the corner. Drives baseline, good take, goes up, floater, bounces in and out. Another rebound. Might have been good for Gokenauer. She might have prevented the easy layup there. Jets will have to inbound again and find a shot. 5.5 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Pass almost intercepted by Moss, but move it around. Lots of shooters in the corner. Another inside pass going up. Looked like some good defense, but there was some contact, and I believe the foul will be on Libby Curry.
Foul's on Gokenauer.
Oh, excuse me, Gokenauer. Her 3rd foul, so over the span of about 15 seconds, 2 quick fouls for Gokenauer. And that'll be the Eagles' 6th, so now they're tied even with the Jets in terms of fouls. Off the back iron, some Fremont faithful in the student section making their voices heard. Trying to distract any shots. It was successful the first time. And it's the 2nd time. I believe we had a push on 32. Kate Fisher, commonly known as an over-the-back call, even though technically there is no such thing as an over-the-back call. It's a push. And the Eagles will inbound under their own basket with 5:22 left in this game. And that is the 1-and-1 for the Eagles. Excuse me, there's no inbound. That's why they moved down. It's a 1-and-1. So Parnan can get some points here for the Eagles if she desires. And for the first time since we were even at zeros, it will be a tie game between the Eagles and the Jets. Timeout in between free throws here for the Eagles, I believe.
Timeout, Fremont.
Yep.
They're first.
And this will be a 30-second timeout by Coach Shay Thomas. Congratulations to her recently on her marriage, just before the basketball season started. Just like another Coach Thomas we have here at Fremont High School. Coach Thomas, this time male coach for the football team. Getting Thomases everywhere. I believe I should shout out, since Adam Central is here, shout out to their varsity football team for once again winning the sectional and the regional, advancing to semi-state. They made it all the way to state last year, ultimately fell short by 1 touchdown, but moving to semi-state this year. Undefeated so far. I believe they're 12-0. I'm sure these fans here have the football team on their minds, hoping for maybe a state title this year. Second shot by Parnan is good, and that is a lead for the Eagles. Jets trying to get some momentum going now, and they'll bring in some subs. Hopefully some rested players will bring some momentum for him. Good ball movement. Drives baseline, floater, good shot with the left hand.
By Garwood.
Floater by Garwood is good. And once again, seesaw battle. 11-10 Jets. Hilvers on the wing, not sure what to do with it. Goes inside to Curry. Hilvers will drive baseline. She'll go with the floater off the iron. Parr goes aggressive, grabs the rebound. Back to Hilvers. Parnan over to Moss, grabs with one hand inside to Parr. Again, aggressive defense. Jets definitely priding themselves on that. Eagles doing a little better at containing the turnovers, but Jets are not giving up. Almost one there. Parr goes up for another jumper, and it's good. Eagles lead. Gracie Garwood handling once again at the top of the key. They're not taking as many shots now. They're trying to go inside. Almost intercepted, but the tip goes to Hilvers, who gets it inside to Parr. She'll go up. Oh, way too strong. It ended up being... Parnan tried to force the jump ball. Went a little too aggressive and got... I'm not sure which foul that would be for her.
Foul is on Parnan.
Oh, okay, that's only her first. She's not in any danger yet. Would have been great momentum for the Eagles to take the first 3-point lead of the game for them.
Monte Carlo. Please remove your car.
It will be 1-1 for the Jets for the first time. Both teams with 7 fouls. Eagles student section allowed again, but that one is good. So tie game here. Chance to make it a lead again. And just doesn't. Parnan with the rebound. So we remain at a tie game. Parr handles it. Wisely decided not to make a pass that would have been intercepted. Having some trouble. Moss on the corner. Over to Parnan, handling it. Moving it around. Trying to find an opening. There's not many. And Parnan couldn't quite handle it. Sticky defense once again. Eagles are having trouble managing it. Getting covered a lot. Not even often necessarily double teaming. Just looks like it's pretty loose man-to-man that the Jets are just sticking with. Some athletic defense that's keeping them on the offense of the Eagles at all times. Cross-court pass. It's corralled. Back across the court. Drives baseline. Good pass inside. Missed though. Moss with the rebound. Eagle defense doing a lot better lately than the first half of the first quarter at stopping the Jet offense. Cross court pass to Hilvers, barely corrals it a little high. Inside pass to Parr. Once again, another turnover. I don't have the stats for turnovers, but Eagles having some trouble keeping it in. Tipped by Moss. Couldn't quite corral it was Alexa Brotherton, and inbounding it will be the Eagles once again. Ref has a question for the scorer's table. Not sure what this is yet. It might have to do with a foul count. And... okay, it looks like the confusion was there were 6 fouls listed for Fremont, but it was actually 7. I would hope so, because there was a 1-1 earlier. Parnan bringing it up now, still tie game off the foot. Ill-advised pass of one of the Jet players. And cross-court pass once again. Inside pass. Just gets double teamed. And a jump ball will go back to the Eagles. Some good defense there. The Jets probably wisely have had a couple shots on the perimeter they could take, but haven't, as arguably shooting is not their strongest suit. Have made several attempts, haven't gotten one to go yet, but using the height they have on the inside to get layups has been working for them. Parr once again at the top of the free throw line, misses it, but gets it back to Parnan. Moss drives baseline, goes up with it, a little too wild, and shot is missed. With 2:15 left in this game, score is still tied, 12-12. Low scoring game, all about defense so far. Eagles definitely trying to double team the ball whenever they can. Lots of cross-court passes just to get the ball out of trouble. The drive, ball is tipped. Number 24 with the floater. Good. Good touch by the lone senior, Gracie Garwood. Each team with one lone senior as the Jets go up 14-12. Probably some sweaty hands on Hilvers as she lost the ball. Jets have caused a decent amount of turnovers, and when you add to it the unforced turnovers that the Eagles have had with some passes, Jets are getting lots of opportunities, but give a credit to the Eagle defense. They're making stops when they can. This game could be a lot farther spread out with the turnover margin, but it's a 2-point game. We'll see who starts to tire off first. Another three. This one is good. Number 14, Athena Schwartz, first player for the Jets this year, not named Haley Heller, to make a three. Another inside pass to Parr, who goes up with it. Too strong once again off the back iron. Eagles have not attempted a three yet, as I recall. Maybe one. And Parna tried to save it, thought it was off of Fremont, and it will go back to the Jets. 13, freshman Ava Stafford, who will inbound. Parnan comes out for a break. Coming in for her is number 10, Hallie Shrewsberg. A little bit of a floater way off. Moss gets the rebound and gives it back to Hilvers, waits for traffic to clear, and then moves it up the court. Less than a minute now. We'll see what the Eagles do. Inside pass to Curry, goes up with it. Just misses, gets her own rebound. Parr with the jumper, also just off. Eagles have not made a shot in a while, and the Jets have, so starting to be some good momentum for the Jets. If they can make another one here going into the half, Eagles definitely want to get a stop. This will be a push on Hilvers, I'm guessing, and going to the line to shoot 1-1 will be 14, Athena Schwartz.
Fouls on Hilvers. First, second.
8th foul for the Eagles. I doubt either team will reach a double bonus tonight, at least in the first half. She got a couple opportunities to push this lead. Bank shot on the free throw. Don't see that very often. Pushes it to a 6-point lead for the first time in a while. This one is also good. Ice in her veins for the free throw shooter. It gets pushed to a 7-point lead. Let's see if the Eagles try to mitigate the damage and get some momentum going into the half with a final shot. Hilver's having some issues. Parr moves around. Double teamed. Another turnover. And now the Jets with a chance to really push this beyond what the game's been so far. Three on the way. This could be a dagger. Off the mark. And we have a jump ball. This will go to the Jets with 1.6 seconds left. And we have a timeout with 1.6 seconds left by Coach Kyle Rowe.
Timeout Adams Central.
Jets have done great at reversing the momentum, getting stops, and getting buckets off those stops. I assume neither team is probably going to score here, so the Eagles are going to have to come out of the half. They will get the possession, and they're going to have to make up a 7-point deficit.
Grade Chevy Monte Carlo 371 RNW. Please move your car before they tow it.
See what the Jets dial up here with 1.6 seconds left. Definitely enough time to shoot. The Eagles are going to have to be careful what they give up. I would not expect a three here, honestly. They've only made one. It takes a lot longer to get that developed. But inside pass with their height would definitely work. Goes up for the shot. Way off. Didn't need that, though. They're still up by 7 going into the half. And we are at the intermission for the first game, home game of the Fremont Eagles campaign. Leading the Jets so far is number 24, Gracie Garwood, the lone senior. How fitting. I'm not sure who is leading the Eagles, but out of the players on the court right now, only 2 have scored. We got number 30, Brady Moss with 2, and number 4, Addie Parr with 4. I will see you in approximately 10 minutes as we get ready to start the third quarter. See you in a few.
Hi, folks. Drew Kiesbert back here at halftime. Your Fremont Eagles trail the Adams Central Lady Jets 19-12. At one point, it was 12-12, and then the Jets went on a 7-0 run, playing some stingy defense and getting a bunch of shots to finally fall. They've had a lot of good looks. Couldn't make the shots, and they started making some right there towards the end of the second quarter, and they have the 7-point lead. Just want to take a few moments here before I pass the mic back on to my esteemed colleague, Jonah Pentecost Esquire. I want to mention a couple things here. First off, our next broadcast is coming up on Tuesday. We will be live on the Fremont Eagles Network. Tip-off will be approximately 6:30, 6:45, somewhere in there, as the Fort Wayne Blackhawk Christian squad comes in to face our Fremont Lady Eagles. Again, that's Tuesday, approximately 6:30 tip-off. So just want to let everybody know about that. Also, coming up very soon, with the aid of Athletic Director Cal Stone, Fremont will be broadcasting all indoor athletic events for the remainder of the school year on pay-per-view. And we're still working out the details on that, but there'll be an opportunity for fans all over the world to be able to tap into watching any and all Fremont athletic events indoors here. That pretty much means winter sports for sure, and that's an exciting prospect to be able to bring that to you. The goal ultimately down the road is to have every sport available to all fans, fall, winter, and spring, so that you can watch that through the pay-per-view channels. There will be per-game options, and there will also be a season pass option on that. And but we will. The goal is that we also have some games broadcast to you with our Fremont Eagles Network crew, and that's exciting. So just want to let everybody know about that. Like I said, we're still working out some of the details with Coach Stone on those things, but just want to let everybody know that that is coming very, very soon. And it's through a network called Huddle. There's a camera right above center court here. In fact, right above our broadcast booth, if you know where we sit. It's attached to the ceiling. It's called a Huddle focus camera. And that'll be bringing all the action for those games here. So when Fremont Eagles Network is not on, you'll be able to catch all those games. Actually, even when we're on, you'll be able to catch those games. So let me pass it back now to my esteemed colleague, Jonah Pentecost, for half number 2.
Thank you to my also esteemed colleague, our esteemed producer of and founder of the Fremont Eagles Network, our CEO, Mr. Drew Kiesbert. Always a pleasure to have him on hand, because he always is. As we stand, the Eagles are bringing it up. Hilver's closely guarded, not finding any outlet passes. Gets it back to Gokenauer. Eagles really need to get some momentum going. We have... I'm not sure, but... Look, I admit I've never seen a dual penalty before. I guess in NFL terms, which I understand more, would be offsetting penalties. And the Eagles will inbound again. I believe it will just be a foul for each team. For the first time in a while, gets back into the game. She was one of the starters. Tallest player for the Eagles squad. Inside pass intercepted once again. Quickly moving up the court. Man, they're efficient. But a good job by Gokenauer to save probably an easy layup. And they'll have to inbound. But as it stands, Eagles lose the opening possession, and the Jets will have possession. This is Moss coming in for Parnan for the Eagles. Goes hard to the glass, but kicks out for the 3 attempts, which is good. Now they're finally starting to find some range after missing most of their first attempts, but they are now. Schwartz with 2 threes tonight. She leads the Jets with, or ties the leading score for the Jets with 8, and all of a sudden, after being tied at 12 earlier, the Jets have a 10-score lead, 22-12. This defense really creating problems, and frankly, the Eagles haven't found a feasible solution since. But Gokenauer underneath gets the pass, gets double teamed, decides going for it wouldn't be good. Hilvers with a jumper off, gets with a rebound. Takes a hard fall to the court. Hit her head pretty hard. And the Jets will bring it up once again. Open on the perimeter, and a travel by number 22, Alexa Brotherton. So back to the Eagles for free.
Like, it's not like you need the call right now. It's 22-12.
Moss handling it, serving the defense, not finding a lot of holes. Once again, Parr at the top of the key. She'll go up, tough shot, misses it. Gets it first, corralled the rebound, then couldn't at the end. Quick offense by Athena Schwartz. Decides not to go up with it. Tipped out once again by Getz. Adams Central will be forced to inbound once again on their side of the court. Adams Central doing a lot better at mitigating the turnovers. Moving it around, inside pass once again to one of their talls. And a good layup. This one by 34, Addie Baker, 5'9" sophomore. 12-point lead now. Eagles struggling to find momentum. Would have liked to start seeing them attempt some threes. I'm not entirely sure they've attempted one yet. They've got some decent shooters. Dribbled off of the leg of Athena Schwartz. Really making herself known on offense and defense for the Jets. Eagles inbounding with 5:45 left in this third quarter. Gokenauer on the wing. Inside pass gets tipped, but Getz does corral it. Falls to the ground. Number 20, Grace Fisher, grabbed the ball, but then looks like her big toe is on the line and is out of bounds. Hilver's looking for a spot to inbound. Long pass, barely corralled by Moss. Hilvers goes inside to Getz, who gets her first points of the game and breaks the dry spell for the Eagles. And it's now back to a 10-point lead for the Jets, 24-14. And it looks like we had a double dribble, yep. So Eagles have the chance now to get a little bit of momentum going. A couple possessions with stops and scores would be nice for them. But as I was saying earlier, Athena Schwartz playing a great game of defense and offense. It's great when you can get both at the same time. She's got 8 points as Gokenauer having some trouble on the corner. Wisely bounces it off of a defender, and they'll inbound again. Fouls being spread out very well for the Jets. There's 3 players with 1 player with 0, and 4 pass on the inbounds goes back to the Jets. And then 1 player, which would be Schwartz, with 2. The Eagles are unfortunately concentrated in their fouls. They've got 2 players with 3. That would be Natalie Gokenauer and Riley Getz, and then 1 player with 2 fouls, which would be Chloe Hilvers. Goes inside, kind of loses the ball, but keeps a grip on it. I believe it'll be a jump ball, and it will be. Back to the Eagles. Only a couple points scored so far in this half. Eagles bringing it up. Hilvers with it again. They keep dribbling themselves into some tough spots, and the defense causing issues. Gokenauer drives inside, goes up, gets hit pretty hard, and there will be a foul. Gokenauer will go to the line to shoot some free throws. Good take. Eagles had a tough task coming into the year after losing by far their best player from last year, Jada Roanhouse. 1,000-point scorer, sits up there next to her sister, who's the head coach of this team now. As the first free throw is good by Gokenauer. But it looks like the Eagles have done pretty well and bringing up some of their better athletes to have more balanced scoring and moving, as the second free throw is off the front iron, 15-24. No easy task replacing a player of that caliber, but the Eagles are doing the best they can with what they've got. I can definitely see lots of improvement from individuals as opposed to last year. Inside pass. Outlet to the corner. Thinks about the three, but drives baseline. Might see a kick out here. And we had a travel on Schwartz. So, unusual, unforced turnover for the Jets, and Schwartz will come out. She's been working pretty hard. Probably want to give her a little break, get her ready for the fourth. Coming in for her will be a freshman, Ava Stafford. Some freshmen making noise for the Jets this season. A couple sophomores too. Kilver's double team gets it to Gokenauer finally, and a travel. Definitely some very tough defense that the Eagles are going against here. Still got a decent amount of the game left. We're going to have to start getting some momentum if they want to get back in it. Little step back three, just out. Good shot. Cleans the glass, and we have Gokenauer bringing it up for the Eagles. Jets going after the ball. They're not content to stick by and wait, as there's a jumper by Parr, which is good. Nothing but net. A lot more touch on the ball this year as opposed to last year, I've noticed, for Parr. She's doing a good job being a scorer for the Eagles. A little bit of point scoring momentum now for the Eagles. Cut it down to an 8-point deficit. This is Garwood handling again. She gets it over. Three on the wing. Off the mark and gets the rebound again. Her added height is bolstering the Eagles' rebounding capabilities after coming back in after missing most of the first quarter. Another inbounds pass to Parr. Outlet to Gokenauer. Drives baseline. Gets it over to Getz. Goes up. Very off-balance shot. Hit the rebound. Hit the backboard, nothing else. Jets coming up once again. Let's see if they can keep up this breakneck tempo the rest of the game. They're doing a decent job of keeping subs in. Good inside pass, but good defensive play by Getz. Eagles hurrying up on a fast break of their own. They don't pursue to the basket. Try to set up some offense. Moss at the top of the circle. Back to Hilvers. Hilvers calling out a play. Parr drives around a couple defenders, goes up. Looks like it got partially blocked, but Gokenauer gets the rebound and the putback. Quick timeout by Coach Thomas. And the Eagles did get that some momentum I was talking about, cutting the deficit back down to 5.
Timeout, Fremont. Their third. They have 2 left.
A lot more efficiency on the offense and the defensive side of things. Stops and scores, that's what they needed, and they got a couple of them. Let's see if they can continue this trend. If I'm in the Adams Central huddle right now, coach is probably telling him, settle down, still got a 5-point lead. Don't underestimate that. Just play patient offense. Don't need to get a shot too quickly. I mean, as far as they're concerned, as long as you hold on to the ball, you can let the clock run, end up with a score, and then get a stop every now and then, and you're still there. The Eagles can't get back in this unless they get consecutive stops and scores pretty quickly. Coach Shea Thomas for the Eagles on the other side of the court, probably telling them, keep it up, stay on them, force turnovers, and be patient on offense, find an opening and get a shot. Keep the ball moving. If they stay in one spot for too long, especially on the corners, they get trapped or the man-to-man defense gets stuck really tight on them, and they have trouble moving the ball around. So we'll see what adjustments, if any, are made here and how the momentum moves. Eagles almost forced a turnover. Got after the ball, but it looks like it was out on either Gokenauer or Getz, and the Jets will retain the possession inbound. Driving baseline, and a quick foul. That might be on Gokenauer again. That would not be good. Excuse me, no, that'd be on Hilvers, so they prefer that.
Her third.
That will be her third foul, though, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Open three, nobody went to cover her. She goes for it, misses, but another rebound and the putback. Nobody there. Looks like there's some confusion as to who was supposed to be there to get it. And the Jets will stave off a little bit of a comeback by the Eagles with that little rebound putback. The rebounds is what's saving them out of all the missed threes. They're getting rebounds and putbacks by their tall players inside, and that's what's really helping them. Parr, cross-court pass to Gokenauer after driving baseline. Now gets it to Hilvers. Gokenauer with the three. Looked like it's partially blocked. Gets tipped it. Got corralled by number 42, Audrey Eisberg, but then we had a tie-up. It'll go back to the Jets anyway, but might be useful for the Eagles later on to have the possession arrow. Third quarter quickly winding down, 1 minute and 12 seconds left as we prepare to head to the final frame. Eagles force a turnover. Gokenauer gets it and gets fouled. The Jets' prolific scorer will be coming in after getting a breast. That should help them. Number 24, Gracie Garwood. Excuse me, that'd be number 14, Athena Schwartz. My bad. Not a ton of fouls. 3 for the Jets this half, 2 for the Eagles. This will be Hilvers bringing it up. Let's see if they can get over the 20 mark for the first time this game. Cut that deficit down. Parr in the corner, got a lot of bodies around here, tries to get around. And we have a body on 24, Gracie Garwood, the senior.
That was in Garwood, her third.
Only her second, I believe. Saved almost a turnover by Parr. Hilver's trying to inbound, been having some trouble lately. Gets it over to Moss. Still only probably 2 attempted threes by the Eagles this game. Poor pass, not sure where that was going. Gokenauer picks their pocket, moves down court. She's got room. Too strong, but Libby Curry with the rebound misses that one. And this time, the rebounding fervor of the Jets is too much as 20 Grace Fisher gets it. Big break there for the Jets. The Eagles could have cut the deficit once again down to 5. And but this time, a missed jumper by, couldn't see which number that was, but as it stands, Curry with the rebound, and Hilvers will move it up the court. Quickly. Gets herself into a trap, though. Parr with it. Inside pass to Gokenauer, a little bit of a reach. No shot, will be on the floor.
Foul on Garwood, her third.
That will be Garwood's third for the lone senior. First person really in foul trouble for the Jets. Once again, having trouble on the inbound. Gokenauer gets it, 4 seconds left, 3, 2, and just miss. That will probably be the end of the third quarter. Still have 0.4 seconds left. I don't see the Jets attempting a cross-court heave, but you never know. Yep. That will be the end of the third period. Eagles more or less in this, but had a couple very good opportunities to score that they just missed. We'll see who ends up making the most out of this quarter and who will come out with the win. Another reminder, next Tuesday will be our next broadcast, second broadcast of the basketball season, as Fort Wayne Blackhawk comes to town to take on the Eagles. It will be live at 6:30. I believe there will also be a broadcast the next that Friday against Central Noble. We will confirm that on Tuesday, I'm sure. Really appreciate everyone tuning in with us on the first game as we try to figure out things again after not broadcasting basketball for a while, obviously. Ready for another good year of Fremont basketball here in the steel cage. Boys basketball will be having games soon enough within the next couple weeks. 7 days from today is the boys basketball scrimmage, which will be here against Prairie Heights, so looking forward to that. As it stands right now, though, it's just the girls. Let's see if they can pick up their first win of the season in their first home game in front of their home crowd. I'm sure that'd feel good for first-year coach Shay Thomas. Bear with us as we head into this final quarter. Might be a rough one. This will be Parr inbounding to Hilvers, maybe. Hilvers is getting covered. Passes over the shoulder, though. Some tough man-to-man defense. Gets it over to Moss. Moss back to Hilvers. Definitely a tough, loose man-to-man going on here. Parr has it on the wing. Kind of thought about the three, thought better of it. Getting trapped though again. Goes up with it. Just misses. A lot of near misses for the Eagles. Good take though. This will be a solo take, but then in a dish to number 20, Grace Fisher. A good touch on the ball there. As we're getting close to a 10-point deficit for the Eagles once again, they got to get some points going. Less than a quarter to play here. Parr gets it over to Moss. Lots of picking up rebounds, and then they get trapped, and that's what forces turnovers. Getz with it. Gets tipped on the hot pass by Getz. Tipped by the senior Garwood. Hilvers will inbound once again. Been really close to a 5-second violation a couple times. Let's see if she can get this one in. She does. Parr goes up with it through the contact and gets the layup. The Eagles aren't done yet. They're still fighting. Cuts it down to 7 with the layup by Parr. This will be a 3 off the mark. And this time the Eagles take advantage of the rebound. Parr decides to let traffic clear a little bit instead of pushing their luck. Lots of handsy defense from 14, Athena Schwartz. She's got to watch out. She could get some more fouls on her with that. Really trying to get those steals as it stands. Parr with it. Credit to as there's a floater by Parr off the mark. A little too hot, but conditioning of the Jets is on point. They've been keeping up this tough defense all night. It's making trouble for the Eagles. Pass, long jumper is no good. Tipped out by the Jets, and it will be Fremont's possession once again. It's at that point where they're almost close to breaking through and making this a very tight game, but for every possession they get it down, the Jets mount up the deficit once again. This is Moss being closely guarded by Schwartz. Hilver's looking for a pass. Parr, cross-court pass to Moss. Goes up with it. Can't get it, but gets the rebound and goes up. Gets fouled. That'll be the Jets' 6th foul. And it will be a shooting foul, so Getz with a chance of cutting down this deficit.
Foul was on Fisher for second.
Kate Fisher foul. The freshman, only her second. First shot, nothing but net. Down to 6. Got to take advantage of these free throws in this situation. There's never a ton of free throws in these games. This one's off the mark, though. Ball's bouncing around. Hilvers might have it. She went up with it. Probably not the greatest decision to go after it. Tips it out of bounds, and the Jets will inbound now with 5:45 left in the game. This will be a sub coming in for Audrey Eisberg. This will be... Can't quite see the number from here, the angle. 22, it looks like. Alexa Brotherchin, sophomore. Now the Eagles playing some tough defense. A little too tough. We have a body foul on probably Addie Parr. Yes. Only her first. So I'm sure she'd be fine with getting a few more of those at the risk of getting those with a chance of getting some turnovers. Quickly moving up the court is Schwartz. She might go all the way, but gets down inside bounce pass. 3 on the way. Just spins in and out. This time gets the rebound. Bringing her in has helped offset some of the height from Adams Central, and the Eagles are more or less tipping the scales in the rebound market. Inside to Gets closely guarded. Eagles having some tough spots on the wings. Pass to Gets. Just saves it. Parr ends up with it. Good pass to Gokenauer underneath. Easy basket. Good ball movement. That's the patience on offense I was talking about. Sooner or later, you'll find a hole in that defense to exploit. They did, and it's now down to 4 points. Eagle defense probably a little more invigorated now. Let's see if they can make use of it. Parr with the steal, but can she hold on to it? We have the jump, and it will go to Adams Central, but the Eagles will take a possession away from them. Maybe making the Jets a little more nervous on offense about turning the ball over. Hilvers will come out. Coming in for her will be Parnan. She should be rested enough. Looks like Parnan's taking point on Ava Stafford. Keeping lots of people on the wings. Most of them will drive and then do a nice little inbounds pass, though. Looks like a travel. Ooh, I really thought that was a travel, but there was a little bit of contact. They'll call a body, or excuse me, a push on Parr, so her second. Like I said, though, I guess she's got a couple to give. 4:22 left in this quarter. Almost another possession that the Eagles could have had. Inbounds pass. Looks like we'll have another jump. Yeah, Gokenauer got her hands on it, and it will be going to the Eagles. So empty possession for the Jets. Let's see if the Eagles can turn that into points for them. Be a +4 ratio. Defense not letting up, though, for the Jets. They do not want to give up any more easy baskets. Gokenauer with it. Drives baseline. Goes up with it. There is a travel called on Parr. Parr got bodied and fell over, but they will call a travel as opposed to any kind of foul. Fremont fans weren't very appreciative of that one. Maybe an unforced turnover. If I was one of those superstitious basketball fans, you could say the basketball gods didn't like that one, wanted to give the ball back to the Eagles. But I am not a superstitious basketball fan, so I won't say that. I said that unofficially, Mr. Kiesbert. That's not on the record. So Eagles do end up with it. Parr gets the pass, gets double teamed. Inside pass to Getz. She probably wants to go up with it. Goes through a lot of contact. No. And another jump forced by Gokenauer. Will go to the Jets, though. A little bit of banter here between the fans. Happens every now and then, I guess. Eagles got to start getting after it now. Well, 3 minutes, 40 seconds left. Another turnover, but it looks like in the quick time frame that the Eagles got their hands on it, there's a foul on the Jets. Eagles will end up with again, forcing another empty possession for the Jets. They're playing, I think their offense is a little scared. The Eagles can cut this down to one possession. Let's see if they do. That will be 1-1. With one made free throw, it's down to a three-pointer to tie. And this will be Braylee Moss going to the free throw line. Her first free throws of the night. Shot is on the way and missed. That's big. Had cut a potential 2 free shots and missed one that didn't give her an opportunity to the second one. That could sting later on. I'm sure the Jet wanted to pass, kind of stayed off balance, traveled, was about to pass the ball, thought better of it, but was off balance, had to take a step. So the Eagles will get the ball, will get another chance. Jets are giving them chances with either forced or unforced turnovers, but the Eagles got to get some offense off of that to get back in it. This is the difference between either one of these teams getting into the win column for the first time this season. Timeout was called by Fremont. Let's see what happens here in the final 3.5 minutes of this quarter. Couldn't really ask for much better of a game on the first game of the season. I'm sure both fans would like to see kind of a close game, although obviously both teams want to see themselves on the winning end of that close game. Some members of the distinguished Varsity men's basketball program here in the student section tonight cheering on their Lady Eagles. Recognize a couple key players from this year's Coach Stuckey's squad. Clock is coming down. It's a big possession for the Eagles. Inside pass to Getz. She'll go up with it. Shot's way off, but through the contact, she'll get the free throws. She has been at the line before. I believe she made both of them last time, so let's see what she can do here. She can bring it down to a 3 or 2 point deficit after being down 12 at one point. This could be big for the Eagles. Parnan back into the game. Still 1-1. She has to make at least one to stay in contention. Oh, excuse me, it wasn't 1-1. It was a shooting foul. Another missed free throw. This is the last 2 free throws for the Eagles missed. Let's see if she can at least get this one and make it a 3-point game. This one is good. 3-point game here in the steel cage. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. Jets bringing it up. Tipped, but recovered by Ava Stafford. To drive, and there'll be a reach foul on Moss, I believe. Or is that on Moss? No, that's on Getz. Her fourth. That could be a big. She's been helping the Eagles rebound efficiently lately. Baseline drive. Parnan gets her hands on it. There's a little bit of a delay there as both teams just kind of sat there. There will be a timeout called by Kyle Rowe for the Jets. Good timeout, some time to reset and worry about what they want to do to finish this game in the right way possible. One more reminder about the next broadcast, next Tuesday, don't want to miss it. 6:30 p.m. It'll be Blackhawk Christian coming to town to play the Lady Eagles in the steel cage once again. Next 2 games for the Eagles will be at home, so make sure to catch up on that if you're interested. Close game here. Jets inbounding under their own basket. A basket here would be huge for either team. Eagles playing the most aggressive defense they've played all season, I'm sure. They will take the open 3, and it's good. They were expecting no shot to happen, left them way too wide open. They inbound to Parr. This is back up to a 6-point deficit. Parnan back to Parr. Patter pocket tipped. Should be an easy layup. And it is. That might have just put the icing on the cake. 5 quick points. Coach Shay Thomas is going to have to call a timeout here. Huge turn of events for the Jets. But like I said earlier, the Eagles had a few of those too, and they just couldn't capitalize on them. That might be the difference in this game. 8-point lead now. Was 3, and now it's 8.
What irks me, they only made 3 threes and shot like 1. It's like they keep getting one. I guess they weren't expecting to shoot 3 in this situation as well, because I would still feel that over. I wouldn't leave anybody that over. Give a shout out to the cheer squad.
Shout out to our FHS cheer squad, helping everyone stay in all the activities this year for Fremont sports. A lot of new ones this year. A lot of freshmen on the squad.
Especially since I don't know why we're not taking any shots. Like, I don't like it when we take a ton of shots and miss all of them and keep doing it. But when you haven't even attempted it really, you've got some good shooters.
This is pretty much the turning point. The Eagles are going to have to do something here. There's still a press on for the Jets. A little bit of a flop there, but there's no foul. 2 minutes left. Parner not sure what the call is. They might throw up a 3 here. They don't have much of a choice. Getz goes inside, goes up with it. Through contact, no call. Through contact again, no call. And a little bit of a ticky-tack foul is called. So a little bit of disparity in fouls called lately, but as it stands, Getz 5th foul, she'll come out. Libby Curry will go back in for her. That lost possession that took down a whole 20 seconds of time will probably end up spelling it for the Eagles. They won't have any timeouts left to settle things down. They're going to have to start fouling at some point. And that would put the Jets in the bonus. Another foul is called on the, in my opinion, good defense by Mackenzie Parnan. It'll be 1-1 for the Jets.
Parnan for second.
Difference in this game has definitely been the defense. Jets playing some tough man-to-man defense that the Eagles are having trouble handling. Maybe a little too handsy at times, but they're doing it just slightly enough that they get away with it. Eagles not nearly as much. and having trouble getting offense, either off their defense or after a made bucket by the Jets. And this is potentially going to be a 10-point lead after being a 3-point lead just a minute ago, with only a minute 40 left. And it's not. Gokenauer trying to move quickly. Minute and a half. Parnan dueling with Athena Schwartz. And there the foul will be called. This will be on 20, Grace Fisher. Gokenauer now to the line to shoot 2. Both are missed. That doesn't do much for the Eagles' cause. I expect to see a foul here at some point. Minute, 7 seconds left here. Hilvers will be inbounding it. .60 seconds left. Off the foot of the Jets. Grace Fisher. 58 seconds left even. I'm really kind of surprised the Eagles haven't attempted a shot here yet. They're kind of looking for openings inside and not seeing any. At some point, no matter how covered they are, they're going to have to take the 3. Little jumper, this will only be 2, but it's good. They're going to have to press. They probably will foul here. No foul yet. Ball's tipped away. They don't necessarily look like they want to foul. Still no foul. Clock is melting away. At this point, it won't do much for them. They're down 7 with 12.5 seconds left, and going to the line to shoot 1-1, I believe, will be the senior, Gracie Garwood. Weird spin on it, but it went in. And unless there's a infamous 10-point play I've never heard of, it appears that the Jets will walk out of this with their first win on the season. They'll move to 1-2. The Eagles will move to 0-3. As Parna takes it up, wants to get some going, but lost it off her foot. And there will be a foul. 4.5 seconds left.
Foul on R, her fourth.
Shooting 2 at the line will be, shooting 1-1 will be Alexa Brotherton. High arc is good, nothing but net. Close game here. That was pretty entertaining most of the time. The Eagles had a few chances to crack it open and take the lead, but I don't think they ever, early in the second quarter they did pull the lead a couple times, but Jets defense is too much. They kept the consistency going. The Eagles couldn't. And that will be a final. Adams Central 36, Fremont 27 here in the Steel Cage on opening night. Thanks to everyone for either coming out in person or watching online.
Adams Central. Baker at 3.
Signing out from the Eagles Nest in Fremont, Indiana. This is Jonah Pentecost along with our producer, Drew Kiesbert. And we'll see you on Tuesday. Thank you very much.